Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Hook, where songs matter. My name's Evan Boyer. I'm here to introduce our panelists from Saving Country Music. We have Trigger and the incomparable Caitlin Cannon.
All right, welcome to The Hook, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Trigger from SavingCountryMusic.com. This is my co-host, the lovely Caitlin Cannon. And we're coming to you live from Sagebrush here in Austin, Texas. They just celebrated their 6th anniversary last night. I was here. It was a pretty good time. It was also coinciding with Waylon Jennings and his birthday bash. So it was a really good time. I stayed out maybe a little too late.
You did? How late?
A couple biker mamas tried to take me home, and I was like, "Hey, it's a school night. I got this thing tomorrow called The Hook." And
no,
so
they
I can't.
didn't.
What's that?
No, they didn't.
Oh, you should have seen them. Anyway, so I was like, "Hey, well, I'm doing this thing called The Hook," and that's where we feature established songwriters and also let anybody come and sign up for a chance to perform a song. And this is about opening up opportunities to anybody and everybody. No gatekeeping, no anything, anyone can come and play a song. We've got this hopper here that's full of numbers. I'm going to pick the numbers and then call people out, and they're going to show up and play a song. And so that's how it works. And, we try to encourage everybody from all different levels of songwriting to show up. You can be maybe this is the first time you've ever performed in front of people. We also have people who are touring artists that come through town and they just want to play and participate in the discussion about songwriting that we're trying to cultivate. And that's really what we're trying to do here, because it's like every time I go onto social media, I see another artist that's complaining. It's like, I can't get the algorithm to give me the attention that I need. I can't get my songs to people. It's harder and harder to book shows. It's harder and harder to support yourself as an artist. And it is. They're not just complaining. This is just the way the industry is going. And so what we're trying to do here with The Hook is try to create at least a small solution to that. Try to solve some of those problems that, whether you're a music artist or you're just a supporter of music on the grassroots and independent level, let's do something to solve the problems that AI and the algorithmic universe is creating for us. So it starts in this room here in Sagebrush, but that's the reason we have cameras. We're putting this up on YouTube and on social media, is to create a greater conversation and a support network for real songs, real humans, real musicians. So
can I add something to that?
Absolutely.
Has anyone ever seen Joshua Ray Walker and how he's reading out his ticket sales? Have you seen he's doing that?
That's a perfect example, yeah.
So many of us, I think, I have so many people who think that my life is somehow, or my career is somehow something different than it really is, because you can do that, right? You can do that on social media, but using it as the platform to actually say how things really are, because I've heard his new songs and they're amazing, and it is just so ridiculous to me that he would only sell 30 tickets to a show. So it starts with you guys actually getting up and coming here. We have to do it. We actually have to get up and leave our houses and go out and see live music and create the community in order for us to have one. So I just appreciate you guys for coming.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's wrong with this side of the room.
Well, and I mean, along those lines, like Caitlin Cannon, she is an active, working, touring musician. She's got a new album out called Love Addict. And I'm just going to say it here because the next show or two, Caitlin may not be here. And the reason, it's kind of an awkward thing to talk about, but Caitlin's going to be in prison. Her felonious past has caught up with her. Not really. She's got a prison program called Beyond Bars, where she goes into prisons and she teaches convicted felons songwriting. And it's a way that they use, it's a rehabilitation process. It's a way that they can process through their grief and become better people through songwriting.
I would say that's a byproduct. Really, I just teach them how to write the best song I think that they can write, and the songs are so good. Their songs are getting so good. And now I've been able to teach 8 other songwriters to do the program. And it's a really fulfilling way to sort of, supplement income, but also stay, you just got to have your head so far up your own ass to do this. It's good to get it up someone else's ass sometimes too.
But it's funny, like often the feedback she is giving to songwriters is to be more honest and to be more vulnerable, share things about yourself that might be a little scary, but that results in often the best songs and the most emotional moments. And I went to, so after the program, they do a final concert. I went to this, it was about 1.5 years ago, I guess. And I mean, you're talking about convicted felons getting up there talking about, my uncle molested me, my dad left me, my mom beat me. I mean, things that like in a prison, these could be used against you in significant ways. And these people are writing this into their songs. And that's what she brings out. And it's amazing to see people with really no musical skill or knowledge going into her program come out really great songwriters. In fact, like songs that would blow your mind, make you teary-eyed in the whole thing. So anyway, she's going to have to go to Florida and do that for a while. And they're expanding it to Mississippi too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's her program, and she developed the program. It's doing so well. It's expanding. So anyway, we're going to have some guest people in there, and she'll be back in a few weeks. But right now, let me pick the first number.
I'm going to get a new stick and poke. I'm going to come back all tatted. Maybe a face tattoo.
Stick and poke. All right, 41. You're going to be the first performer to come up. So 41, get ready. And while 41 gets ready, I'm going to announce our super secret guest. So this guy, Grammy-nominated songwriter, singer, super picker, banjo player, guitar player. I would characterize him as a burgeoning Austin legend. It's so funny about
A burgeoning legend.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, I don't want to date him, so I'm not going to call him a legend just yet. But I'll say he's a burgeoning legend. But he had a band called Wood and Wire.
Almost over the hill.
Yeah. He's
Some on the back 40.
Yeah, he was like not available for AARP just yet, but getting there. But he had a band called Wood and Wire, great bluegrass band, Austin-based bluegrass band. It's kind of legendary. And then, they put out an album in 2018, North of Despair, that got nominated for a Grammy. He's got a new album out. I've been listening to it over the last few days. It's really good. It's called Live from the Bunker. He released it on June 5th, recorded it at Analog Studio in Lockhart. And really just great songwriting, great picking at times too, but it's really just such a intimate, live albums and acoustic albums can sometimes be a little tedious. This one, like, you're engrossed the whole time. And he's also had some really smart things. I've been following him on social media and such, as we were talking about. Really smart things to say about AI and about just developing as, like, finding the right place for music to be in your life as a career, as a pursuit, in a difficult time to do those things. So would you please welcome to the stage Tony Kamel.
Thank you. What Trigger meant to say is I'm in my 40s. This is a tune I wrote for a buddy of mine. It's on this live record he mentioned. It's a Wood and Wire tune as well. And I introduced it like this on the record, so this may be the last time I'll ever be able to introduce it this way. But I wrote this tune for a friend of mine. We both grew up in Houston. We went to good schools. We had good parents, grew up in good neighborhoods. I became a musician. He became an Alaskan salmon fisherman, a mailman, a woodworker, a poet, and as well as an artist. And then all of our friends became commercial real estate brokers. Brown water bushes up against boulders on Galveston Island sits my buddy Johnny's been in the shop fixing up furniture damaged by floods that have come and have gone. He's a modern day Kerouac, wannabe Banksy, silent, unsettled, victim of time. Now the cold waves are calling, with the north on his mind. He'll be leaving this island for State 49. Seekers and searchers and drifters like me. Let it roll, let it ride, let it be. Way up in Alaska, from May to September, he works off the coast, living life off the grid, just hauling up nets. Chock full of sockeye, those beautiful bastards are gold bars with fins in that Bristol Bay life. It's a far cry from Houston, where all our old buddies wear coats and wear ties. And I'll raise up my glasses, 'cause they're all kicking asses. Most folks ain't wired like John and I. Seekers and searchers and drifters like me. Let it roll, let it ride, let it be. He hauled in this season over 300,000. Now he's back on the island, drifting away. He's made enough money to keep up this living and head back up north to Alaska come May. So to all you young seekers and all you young searchers and all you young drifters like John and like me, all living ain't easy when you don't have money, but money means nothing when you ain't living free. Seekers and searchers and drifters like me. Let it roll, let it ride, let it be.
Tony, well, first off, thanks so much for being here, man. And you know, it's weird. Each week, I try to curate who's going to come up and be the special guest. I don't tell them what to play, but I think every single week they've played the song or one of the songs that I hoped or wished they played, and that was the song that I hope that you play because it really speaks to what we were talking about. Is sort of like following your dreams and what that means, but at the same time being willing. Like you said in your introduction, sometimes you gotta work the regular job and figure out where music fits in your life. So how have you navigated that in your career?
Well, for 9 years, it's all I did. It's the only way I made money. And I really feel like it's a true privilege to have any point in your life where you can make that your only source of income. But then I started having kids, frankly. And I love being a dad, and I want to be around like my dad was. And I do love to travel, and I still do. I'll go out once a month, hop on a plane, and play a couple of intimate shows like this, which I adore doing. But I also love coming home. So about a year ago, I started a house painting business, and I do that. But it took a little time to figure out how to do both and give as much energy as I could to both, but it really freed up the artistic part of my brain. It really stifles me to make it the only way I make money, and it made things a little difficult. And I was out of the house at night a lot doing gigs that I enjoyed doing, but weren't really worth it. So I think if you manage to weather whatever the music industry is now, and you're out there a lot playing and you're making good money doing it, good for you. But I take issue with people saying that you can't do both. You can't have another source of income. I think that's wrong. I think that you should do whatever serves your music career and your family. If you're an artist, you should do what serves your art.
Well said. Very well said.
And your art will be better because you're more relaxed about it.
Yeah, exactly. You're not having to like force it because you gotta have X amount of people showing up to your shows, or you gotta get the song on the radio or whatever. You can do it for the music.
Right.
And I mean, that's the thing. I think one of the reasons that some people maybe they get a little frustrated or something when they see an artist not being able to do it full time, or being unwilling to do it full time, whatever it is, because they're like, man, your songs are so good, you should be selling out arenas or whatever. And it's like, well, yeah, but there's also the realities of life, right? And so,
listen, I don't have any delusions. I mean, I chose bluegrass music and banjo. I understand where I sit in that world,
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's always this part of me that didn't really care about, didn't make it something that I had to do, but I had to do it artistically, but not monetarily. And once I was doing gigs I didn't really want to do in order to make ends meet, that's when I started to question being away from my kids,
Sure. And I mean, the thing is like, there is no step down at all for me between Tony Kamel and someone out there that's doing it full time, as far as your musicianship or your song, especially your songwriting.
Thank you.
And that brings me to the second thing that I wanted to ask you about, because, for years I've been a huge bluegrass fan, and I'm, obviously you got like the heart of it in Kentucky and North Carolina and all this other stuff, and really big fan of the super pickers and all that. And then out on the West Coast, and even like in Colorado place, you have like the jam grass scenes and all that. And I really love that stuff. I really love the imagination that they bring to the music. But I was like, what does Texas have to offer bluegrass? I mean, come on, like what can we offer to bluegrass that is not being offered anywhere else? And the answer to that question that I've come to over the last few years is songwriting.
Yes, exactly.
It's like the songwriting of bluegrass from Texas, just it's such at a greater level. I mean, you think about some of the people that have come out of here, like Sarah Jarosz and others, and Tony Kamel. I mean, like, to me, I guess that's more of a statement than a question, but.
Well, no, in Wood and Wire, our philosophy was always songs first. It was always, always, always songs first. We really wanted to have songs that people related to. We were all, and I was by far the worst. The other three guys in that band were Billy Bright on mandolin, Dom Fisher on bass, and Trevor Smith on banjo. And they, as instrumentalists and musicians only, are in that tiny circle of people in those instruments that are at that level. I'm outside of that circle on guitar. I'm not in the same picking circle as Brian Sutton or Billy Strings or Jake Workman and some of those incredibly quick players that are really good. I'm just outside of that circle. I can hang with them, but there's a noticeable difference. Those other three guys were in that level, at that level on their respective instruments. But even still, with that type of musicianship in the band, we wanted to serve the songs more importantly than anything, and I think we did a really good job of that. I'm super proud of the stuff we came up with together.
Yeah, absolutely did. Absolutely. Give it up for Tony Kamel.
Thank you.
He's going to join us here on the panel, and we're going to get number 41 up. And as we get 41 up, let me pull the next number here if I can grab one. So number 43, you're going to be next. So number 43, get ready as we get. Now we know this guy. He made a huge impression last time. Aden Rackley, right?
Aden Rackley.
Awesome. Thanks for coming back. Yeah. What song are you going to play for us?
I think we'll play a song called Wrong Side of Sober.
Wrong Side of Sober. All right. Take it away when you're ready.
I was thinking about which one to play, and this is the picture-perfect dance hall. And so made me think of this song. And yeah, it's called Wrong Side of Sober. bar from here to that red river, but most are just a blur. Buying rounds every night just a hoping that I'll find her, smooth talking with slurred words. Well, I'm spinning round a dance hall, hoping when I stumble it'll be across a four-leaf clover. And I'll be here till closing time, bartender taking my last dime and searching till the night is over on the wrong side of sober. Well, my mama says a Sunday morning service is where I'll find love that's worth it. Till I learn some more hymns and Bible verses, well, I guess I don't deserve it. When I'm spinning round a dance hall, hoping when I stumble it'll be across a four-leaf clover. And I'll be here till closing time, bartender taking my last dime and searching till the night is over on the wrong side of sober. There's a church right up the road. If I roll out of bed, who knows? I just might show up hungover if I wake up on the right side of soul. But tonight I'll be spinning round a dance hall, hoping when I stumble it'll be across a four-leaf clover. And I'll be here till closing time, bartender taking my last dime and searching till the night is over on the wrong side of sober. Thank y'all.
Man, Aden, you just, I'm really impressed, man. I mean, I guess just you get up here and you kind of have a fresh face and you're like, oh, okay, well, we'll see what what his truck song sounds like. And you just like, you're really, I mean, the Saturday night, Sunday morning kind of motif of kind of country songwriting, it's a common thing, but you had some really good lines in there. Smooth talking with the slurred words. Like that's like really puts you in that place, you know, and I believed you, you know. I feel like you've lived this song out a few times, and
If my mom's watching, no.
oh yeah, okay. But I mean, it's like I said, it's a really kind of common country music theme, but I feel like you did a lot with it. You could have fallen into some cliches or something there, and you took it and you did something well with it. But I'm sure that there's some criticism that could come with it. What do you think, Caitlin?
I mean, I wouldn't say I have criticism per se. Granted, I'm just warming up. Yeah. But Aden, I love what you bring. You know, every time you bring, like you come with, it's like, I don't know what hits are, you know. But I know that like you do in your songs these things that are like, that we hear in the hits, whether it's the clever turn of phrase, you know, with Katie did, or it's like the hooky thing you got going on here, da 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 da. You know, like I'll be humming that all day. I think there's like one thing that you could do in this song to make it like a 90s country, you know, banger, like I don't know what hits are, but the tension that you have about this, like, you know, I'm just on the wrong side of sober. And my mom wants me to go to church, and I feel guilty because maybe she's right, and maybe I should be living this other life, but I'm gonna be back in the bar tonight, But like, what if you did stumble into love? And what if you did find love on the wrong side of sober? So I think that there's something that you could do to like deepen the story that would like make it would raise the stakes a little bit and make a little more tension in the song, so that there's a twist, and that's my only thing I have to say about it. I'm sure I'll get more critical as we go on.
I thought it was really good. I agree with Trigger on you're dancing with some cliches in there, and you got to be careful with that sometimes. And one thing I always do when I'm in that mode is edit. I go through and I find stuff that might be considered a cliche. I really like the tripping over the four-leaf clover line a lot, so don't mess with that one. But go through and see if there's places where you could say something differently than everyone else has said it. If you even found one place, it may give the song a little more of a unique feel. Sometimes you don't need very much at all, but I thought it was good. You got the thing that people want in hit writing, and honestly, I'm not a good source for that. But but I thought it was good, man.
Thank y'all, and really enjoyed.
Yeah, man. I think we're going to be looking back at these last two episodes where you've appeared and be like, this was him then,
Totally.
and look where he is now. I feel like you're one of those artists, man. Thanks.
Do people tell you that you have a doppelganger in terms of do people tell you sound like someone? I can't put my finger on it, but you have such a sweet tone in your voice that I have to really concentrate to like zoom in on your lyrics, because I love listening to the quality of your voice, which is like kind of a curse if you have a really good, cool voice. You have to like make sure that you work on your songwriting extra hard, because otherwise people might just say
You're too good,
when
Aden.
you're not.
You're too good. You're just too good. All right, give it up for Aden Rackley, please. All right, so we're going to get number 43 up to the stage, and then after 43 is going to be number 38. 38, get ready. Number 43. All right, what's your name, sir?
I'm Brian Tell.
Brian Tell. Okay, awesome. And what's the song you're going to play for us?
Let's see. It's called Remembering You from the Future.
Interesting. All right, take it away when you're ready.
I sat in this old rocking chair, just remembering you from the future. And you sat smiling like the stars. But darling, you were shining even brighter. Yeah, so will you walk with me into darkness? Follow the evening and walk with the foxes. And in the morning we'll say hello to the spring. Follow the flowers and dance in the rain. 'Cause you were always shining brighter. I stood on the waterfall's edge, just remembering you from the future. And your fist felt warm just like the sun. But darling, you were shining even brighter. Yeah, so will you walk with me into darkness? Follow the evening and walk with the foxes. And in the morning we'll say hello to the spring. Follow the flowers and dance in the rain. 'Cause you're always shining brighter. Yeah. it's all just a memory. Follow the past, future of dreams, 'cause you're always shining brighter. I sat in this old rocking chair, just remembering you from the future. See, you gave me the sun, the moon, and the stars. But darling, you were shining even brighter. Thank you.
All right, Brian, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Wow. Well, I lived in New York City for about 15 years. I played in some bands. I've lived here for like 5 years. I mostly sing in a band called the Love Shakers.
Okay.
But I just switched to left-handed guitar playing, so
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on a second. So you've been playing guitar for 20 years, and you decided to switch?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
I'm left-handed, but I went to Guitar Center when I was like 16, and the guy was like, just go with right-handed. And so I'd been playing right-handed my whole, but I can't do any soloing right-handed. I'm like, this is not working. So I just decided to switch. So this was my first performance left-handed.
Whoa, give it up.
Yeah. But it's gonna be better in the long run.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's like but I've heard those stories before about people,
Yeah.
whatever, left-handed kids getting that taken out of them, which is, supposed to be the more creative side of your brain, or the right side and first
Yeah.
the left side or whatever. Awesome. So why did you move to Austin?
Well, I left New York in the pandemic, and then I got out, and I just was looking for a music city, and so I just ended up coming down here and loved it. And then me and my girlfriend at the time, we thought it was perfect, so we just stayed. I felt like I was working, but I was on vacation at the same time. So I was
Austin
like,
will do that to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So were those earlier bands you played in, were they happen to be grunge inspired? Because I'm like, I was getting a little bit of a grungy sort of.
I mean, yeah, I'm like diehard Rolling Stones, like
Okay.
Bob Dylan. But so like those are the songs I write, or like style I sing. So I like rock and roll.
Okay, so like folk gone electric kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Roots gone electric. Okay. Yeah, awesome. So the song, I felt like it had a lot of really good imagery, and it was kind of going a lot of different places. But at times I was having trouble following where it was going. There was a lot of these things like there's flowers and there's waterfalls, and then there's the moon and the stars. But I like tracking through it. I felt like maybe maybe there was more definition or something. But then I thought towards the end it was like maybe that's kind of the point. You were talking about how she is sort of the sun or the light that's pulling you, and so you're going kind of beyond all these things. But I really like your delivery, and knowing now that this is the first time you've ever played. You've played left-handed. I mean, I feel like it just, because it felt like maybe some of the playing was a little elementary, but now that completely makes sense. And I almost feel like angry that someone told you to play the guitar a different way, but I don't know. Caitlin Cannon or Tony, do y'all have any thoughts?
You wanna go first?
Sure.
Did that left hand thing happen to you?
No, my daughter's left-handed. She's 5, and I'm wondering, the only reason I want her to learn right-handed guitar is she can play the millions of guitars I've stupidly purchased over the years.
Sure.
And so
Look at
I want
take me
to
as a
come back
lesson.
as your
Don't-
daughter.
don't
Give
do
her
it.
the left-handed guitar.
All right, I meet people who are left-handed but play right-handed, and they can play solos. What do you just don't? Have you been practicing solos left-handed yet?
Well, it
or
was
what?
just like I just like hit a wall. I was like, this isn't making sense.
Right.
And then I switched, and like, after a week playing left-handed, I was like, oh my god. It just,
Oh, no.
I was like, it just feels more natural. Like I can see the guitar.
Okay.
It's
Well,
how people feel when they come out as gay when they've been straight their whole life. I probably,
You closeted left-handed guitar player.
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, you look like the actor Steve Zahn. Do people tell you that?
I haven't heard that yet.
Well, someone agrees.
Oh yeah,
Cat agrees.
for sure.
Yeah.
I like celebrity doppelganger
Yeah.
games.
Steve Zahn.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was in lots of movies.
He was in That Thing You Do.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. You'd recognize him, I guarantee it. I like this. I think I had a sort of a similar thought trajectory through the song, but I did get a little lost in the metaphors, but I get lost in a lot of Bob Dylan songs too, and I think the delivery is similar, and I just kept thinking about how much you look like Steve Zahn. But I commend you for switching sides, and it takes a lot of guts to do that as your first performance at something like this, so give yourself a hand for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no one's clapping for my first left-handed performance, that's for sure. Hey, Brian, I have some things to say about it. Really, I was thinking sort of the feedback that you gave Aden about the cliches. Like, I felt like the metaphors, all the nature metaphors were kind of heavy on the cliche side and a little bit there. You guys remember when I talked about the outside in thing last time instead of coming from the inside out? Like, I feel like this is a kind of a good example of how you have a style, and you have a style in your delivery, and it's kind of like organized around these words. But the words, the meaning of the words isn't hitting the way that it needs to hit in order for that style that you've applied to it to be like everything working together, right? Like it's fighting itself a little bit in terms of me being able to believe you. So you have this great title, right? Remembering You from the Future, which is something, I know what that feels like. I've met someone before that I've been like, oh my God, you remind me of my future. Like, I have this whole nostalgia thing from you. But then you never talk about that again. You don't describe the future or say how this person reminds you of your future. So it's almost like you have this great title, but you haven't really earned the title, and you have like the ideas in place. Like, you're going to talk about the rocking chair, and that's maybe gonna resonate as nostalgia. You might be creating a little bit of a dream imagery when you're standing on the edge of this waterfall, but it's not connecting enough to the extent that I feel like the style that you've got, which could be really cool, would benefit so much more if you put that work into making the song really good, which means clarifying those meanings and working on finding a way to say this that hasn't been said before, which you can do because you did it with the Foxes thing. Mm-hmm. The only thing about the Foxes thing is that it makes it sound like the darkness rhyme is just there to make the Foxes rhyme happen, and they don't really connect. So
You're clearly
yeah.
poetic and write interesting stuff, but I agree. There's a way to make it more clear and connected, and I think you're closer than you think, though. So.
Yeah, man. Well, this is a great place. We want people to try things out and do new things. So I feel honored that you played guitar for the first time, Southpaw, for us. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
if you were one of my inmates, sorry, Trigger, I would have you write like 6 more verses to this and just riff on what you remember, how this person reminds you of your future. And then I would go back through and have you circle the line. I would have you do that almost stream of consciousness and then go back through and pick the parts that you feel like beat what you already have. So do that.
Gotcha. All right, give it up for Brian Tell. All right, we're going to get number 38 up here next, and after that is going to be number 40. Number 40, get ready. This is number 38. What's your name, sir?
Hi, everybody. My name is Boone Carter.
Boone Carter. Boone Carter. All right, and what's the song you're going to play for us?
The song is called Woods.
Woods. All right, take it away.
Help me, I'm in the woods again. It's where I go when I lose something. Lost the trail, sun's getting thin. Well, find me in the woods again. Find me in the woods. I blame it on my arrogance. Yes, I was the one to hop the fence. All the rest was happenstance. Oh, find me in the woods again. Waiting in the woods. I'm the kind of man who works without a plan. Picking up old threads till you're back together again. Don't lose your head, get lost with me instead. Find me in the woods again, waiting in the woods. Having car trouble, having women trouble, you know that's life. But you know the drink will double the demons you have inside. Well, you seem like an even sword, I'll take you back to the light. Find me in the woods again, waiting in the woods. Who's the kind of man who works without a plan? Picking up old threads, I'll stitch you back together again. Don't lose your head, get lost with me instead. Find me in the woods again. Find me in the woods. Beneath the trees where nobody sees, I'm picking up old leaves, anything that traces back to me. Don't lose your head, get lost with me instead. Find me in the woods again. Find me in the woods, waiting in the woods again, waiting in the woods. Find me in the woods. Thank you.
Wow, Boone Carter, man, I really enjoyed that. So I feel like the voice that you have works perfect with the name Boone Carter. I feel like the song title, The Woods, works perfect with the tone of your voice. It's very woody. Man, I just was engrossed by everything that you were doing there. At times I felt like I was hearing all kinds of different musical influences coming through, not just your writing, but especially your voice. Like I heard Cash, but then I heard like someone else, and then I heard another person. It was all so like familiar, but original, and how it was synthesized all together. And really good writing. I mean, like the whole idea of like getting lost to get found, but giving a lot of imagery to do that, and like the setting. Created a really strong mood in this room. I mean, I felt like I was not, in a honky-tonk. I felt like I was in the woods. I was present there. And you really sold that song. So good job, man.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm from, I grew up in Austin, Texas, but I was born in Plano, Texas. I don't know if anybody's proud of that, but
Plano's a suburb of Dallas.
It's Dallas, yeah. And I've played in a lot of bands, being a kid from Austin. I have a band called Gilded Lows that is still fairly active. But
What Gilded Love is you?
Gilded Lows.
Gilded Lows. Okay.
We
Awesome.
probably about a year or two ago, I fell in love with country music. I work in film, and one of the documentaries that I worked on is very heavily involved with country music. So I kind of got locked in the editing room for a year and just heard some of the best songwriting and some of the best stories about people succeeding in country music, and it kind of made me go a little bit crazy, and it definitely affected my writing. So for about a year, I've been doing some solo stuff as well that is trying to honor that a little bit more. Obviously, like Cash, Chris Christopherson, Tom T. Hall, you know.
So what's the name of this documentary you're working on?
It's called They Called Us Outlaws.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, I saw the premiere for that, or they did like a specific premiere for South by Southwest
Yeah.
that I attended. Really great documentary, or at least what I saw of it. It's like like 6-7 parts or something. It's huge.
Indeterminate amount.
Yeah, it's a massive documentary. We saw like a 90-minute preview or whatever it was. So Gilded Lows, what's the genre of that band, would you call it?
We're the only band, I think, in town that will play Hotel Vegas and the White Horse.
Okay.
So we're kind of post-punk western, but we can play a honky tonk.
Awesome.
Which is pretty fun,
I love
yeah.
that synergy. Caitlin or Tony, do you have anything to
Yeah,
add?
I'll hop in. Have we met?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe. You look familiar.
Okay, yeah.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I'm sure. I've been sober for a long time, so. Okay, Boone. This is a really good example of like the outside in or the inside out thing I was talking about. Like, this is like everything that you have is cohesive. It's all moving the same direction. I feel like I'm in a car with you. You're driving a stick shift. The gears are shifting smoothly. Like, I love the cohesion of it. When you have all of that, this is a good example of when someone has like such a cool style and such a cool voice and such a cool idea that you could be like, well, that was a great song. There are things that I think that you could do to push the song into better. So, do you spend time in the woods?
Yeah, I spend time. I don't know. Do I have to keep leaning?
Not really.
into-
I mean,
Okay.
you're kind of good right there. Winston
I
will get
tall.
you. Can you hear yourself in the monitor?
Yeah.
Then they can hear you.
Yeah, I do spend time in the woods. I camp with my family.
Yeah.
Every once in a
Where'd you
while.
get the idea for this?
It kind of tips my hand a little bit. I think I watched a lot of True Detective
That's
too
okay.
much, and I kind of got obsessed with some of that, and I wanted to make something that took parts of my life and mixed it with some parts that weren't my life, and kind of couch those feelings in some way in a broader narrative.
Yeah. That's a great way to do it. Kind of like put it in code, you know?
It
Like
gets a
write what
little
you know in
serial
code.
killer-y.
Yeah, totally.
I'm not a serial killer.
Yeah, because what I was getting.
So he says.
Yeah, so he says it. So I was thinking, it kept making me think of in the weeds. Like I was thinking, like, oh, I wish in the woods. We just don't. It's not a saying. It's not a colloquialism,
Sure.
you know.
Yeah.
But it kind of means like find me. My dad was in the woods. Like
Yeah.
I didn't have. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do life with normal. He had to go and be in the woods, you know. But like, and so for him to be like, find me in the woods would be like, I'm out here in the woods and I found a better way of life out here, and it's the way that I can exist out here. And I was kind of I'm not sure who you're talking to, but it seems like it's sort of maybe who are you singing to? Do you think in
I
this
think
song?
I'm singing to someone who's lost.
Yes.
I think that could be myself, or it could be a friend, or
Yeah.
I think there's
or maybe
kind of,
someone you want to hang out in the woods with. Maybe
Sure.
you know who you'd share this with. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just asking you these questions because like your song will be better if you clarify these things. Like who
Sure,
are you
that
singing
makes
to?
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it's a little bit more of a personal journey rather
Sure.
than bringing someone
Totally.
with you.
Yeah. You can be singing to yourself.
Yeah, I
It's
think
fine.
I think that's
Yeah.
probably
We don't
what
have to
it
know.
is.
You just have to know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you in the middle of.
No, you're totally right. I appreciate that.
So there's a couple of things. You got some great lines in here. Like I blame it on my arrogance. Like that's why I'm in the woods. You know.
Yeah.
But you have some lines that I think are filler.
Okay.
So I think that you can use those lines as real estate to like kind of clarify. It's like, why is life better in the woods? Sure. What are you doing out there in the woods? Because you have something. What is the line you say before the demons thing? That whole verse. What is that?
Having car trouble, having women trouble, you know that's life. But
Yeah.
you know the drink will double the demons you have inside.
Okay, so now we're talking about the drink, which kind of took me out of the woods for a
Sure,
minute. You know what I mean? It's like you're having car trouble and you're having women trouble, but you wouldn't have it in the woods
I think
because we don't have cars in the woods or women.
I think in some ways there's a little bit of a bystander aspect to it, where you're kind of watching a person, their life is kind of falling apart.
Totally. Yeah.
That's probably,
think-
I feel weird about
Yeah.
completely, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that, for it to be that. I just think that there are ways in which you don't need to kind of confuse the metaphor or get it. I think you can get it across actually more clearly if you kind of simplify it and keep it sort of more about the woods, because there's so much to think about when someone's singing a song.
Sure.
And so if I'm able to follow it where it doesn't take me into a bar or something like that, or it doesn't make a commentary on something that's as specific as that. It's like, yeah. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of my skis now. I'm going to pass it over to you.
Okay. Well, you answered my first question, which is, are you a serial killer?
Yeah. No.
So,
No.
Cool.
Sure.
I think you rock, man.
Thanks, man.
Your voice is great. And I think this is a super cool song and a really cool vibe. I disagree a little bit with her. I think leaving things open-ended is cool so that you don't, you can try to choose for the audience how they're going to interpret things all you want, but they're going to make it their own. And so I think that there's some clarification that can happen, but I think some open-endedness is fine, is good, actually, so that people can kind of relate it to their own life or their own issues, their own versions of the woods. I'm a woods guy, too, but I didn't think about the woods necessarily listening to it. I thought about sort of a tortured person who was trying to isolate themselves. I thought the second verse was really, really good. What was the first line of the one that you thought he should cut?
Having car trouble, having women trouble, you know that's life.
Yeah, so that to me is a really kind of funny. There's a little bit of a dark humor in there, and it also doesn't rhyme. Sometimes I like when something doesn't rhyme.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to rhyme.
Cut that line.
Okay, good. All right, cool.
It was the line after.
The line after it. Okay.
She didn't like the drink.
Got it. Okay, cool. So I thought, okay, cool. Then we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
I think that your second verse is really good. The first verse has a lot of rhymes in it. It's like every single line rhymes.
Yeah.
Which is, sometimes I think can be a mistake. I'm not saying it is here.
Sure.
I'm saying it might be something. I don't know when you wrote the song, if you're still working on it. I don't know if you have to change anything, but if you were going to look at it, one of the things I would look at is in editing, taking some things out that are that maybe you don't necessarily need, like she said, the filler, And
I just think the filler could be replaced with things that, like you have some filler in there, but it could be like if you use that real estate to give me a little more insight into the character.
Okay.
But again, to each his own. I'm somebody who really appreciates clarity because I feel like I'm a perimenopausal woman who's out of time and I don't want to have to figure it out.
I live with one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I get it. So I think so. I think if you were to edit it and consider both of these things, but I think you can do it by taking stuff out and replacing it with other stuff, but ending up with less words.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's kind of long too. It's probably close to 5 minutes.
Oh.
So maybe 4 something, but and hell, I have songs on record that are 11 minutes long. But if you were to cut things down, and it might add both ambiguity and clarity somehow.
Bluegrassers.
Man, I really enjoyed it, dude. Thanks so much. Boone Carter, please come back.
Thank you.
So close to the gold pass. Hey, I have an idea. I have an idea for a T-shirt, and I want to know if you think this would sell.
Okay,
Okay, it goes like this. It's not that I hate bluegrass, I just hate my father. Would you buy that?
I loved my dad. No, it's funny. I hate bluegrass too, in a lot of ways. I know that sounds ridiculous for someone like me to say that, given as much as it's given to me, but there's all these weird, traditional bluegrass versus jamgrass and wood and wire. One of the guys in the band, Billy, came up with the term traditional jamgrass, which is what I think Billy Strings is. But there's all these funny things that make me hate bluegrass, but I also love it as much as. So no, I don't think I'd buy that shirt personally, but I know a lot of people that would.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we'll have that at the merch table in the future.
Yeah.
Okay, so 36, get ready. You're going to be next, 36, and we're going to get number 40 up to the stage. All right, number 40. What's your name, sir?
My name's Owen Stroud.
Owen
I'm
Stroud.
from New Braunfels.
From New Braunfels, all right. And what's the song you're going to play for
This
us?
is called I Want Her Near Me.
I Want Her Near Me. All right, take it away.
Alrighty. Well, I've been living a long way from my love. It won't be for more than just another month. We both know it's only for a season. We got our heads on straight and our love don't budge, but I've been around enough to know how much that old future sure can be deceiving. And I would love to be so patient and collected, never once a worry in my mind. All this racing through the clock, pacing around the block, just persevering till her appearing. I'll keep pressing through the dark with these love songs in my heart. Someday she'll hear me, I'll sing them clearly. Ooh, want her near me. Lord, ooh, want her near me. Comes to living alone, this ain't my inaugural rodeo, but that was well before she joined the picture. See, now I know how much better it can be to have a lady around to share my life with me, making every day so much richer. And I would love to be so tuned into the moment, even when she has to be away. All this racing through the clock, pacing around the block, just persevering till her appearing. I'll keep pressing through the dark with these love songs in my heart. Someday she'll hear me, I'll sing them clearly. Ooh, I want her near me. Lord, ooh, I want her near me. Yeah. Opens and the floorboards creak, my heart starts pounding just to hear her speak. She's real again, she's not some foggy memory. There are no signals through a speakerphone. She's life, she's color, she's flesh and bone. How I long to hold her close against me. And I would love to be by her side forever. I'm holding on until we see that day. All of this racing through the clock, pacing around the block, just persevering till her appearing. I'll keep pressing through the dark with these love songs in my heart. Someday she'll hear me, I'll sing them clearly. Ooh, I want her near me. Lord, ooh, I want her near me. Lord, ooh, I want her near me. La da 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 da
Owen Stroud, can you do that one more time, but with more feeling? I'm not feeling it from you, okay?
That was like 10%.
I mean, who needs a full band when you got Owen Stroud, right? Like, my goodness, man. Thanks for that. You want a drink of my Rambler? Or?
I'll pass, thank you.
All right. So awesome. So sometimes people come up here and I kind of have to act like I don't know exactly who they are. I saw Owen down at the Redbird Listening Room in New Braunfels, that's run by Dallas Bro, who was on the show last time. And he blew me away then, and I've been sort of cyber stalking him ever since then. And he's as great as a guitar player and a singer and everything that you just showed off right there. I really think you're even better on the piano.
Yeah, that's my main instrument. Yeah,
yeah, and
my primary one at least.
Yeah, and he's killer on it. And you recently started was it a residency or like a month-long thing at Green Hall? Am I right, or what was that?
Yeah, I got a few dates at Green Hall.
Awesome.
A few trio gigs and a few front room gigs. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So what do you? So I guess let's talk about the song a little bit. So I got like some. Along with the dynamics and everything, like I got a lot of like Brit invasion kind of stuff, from that. It's one of those songs. Obviously, the performance is great, and you're sucking. You're willing to just go there, right, and sort of sell the song to people, and fill a room full of energy, which is this is a song showcase, but that's always appreciated, especially here, dynamics in music. And I know that, someone who might just be seeing you for the first time go, oh, look at this guy, he's trying to show off. But like, I've seen you do that exact same thing, but like in a completely intimate, quiet performance, but with the same amount of intensity. So you're like a human wah-wah pedal, man. It's really cool.
You gotta keep it dynamic, yeah.
There you go, man. Caitlin or Tony, do you have some thoughts?
I really enjoyed that, man, and I like your energy a lot. I think the song's really cool, and I almost want to see you like with a big band and you just have a microphone and flying around the stage or something.
Oh, man, my dream is to eventually get to the point where I don't have to play an instrument.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah. I was wondering if you wanted to be just a straight-up singer frontman.
Oh, yeah.
And I sense that in you, and I think that's a cool thing to potentially pursue. I don't really have notes on the song other than like there's a lot of lyrics to fit in there, and there may be some longer words like inaugural. I know you're trying to make it different than first, but maybe I think it's cool, but also like kind of hard to say at that speed. So it's okay to say first too, but I don't know, man, I think it's great. So I think keep doing it. And when you I look forward to seeing you here, like standing on a table with a wireless microphone.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So great job, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, I loved my inaugural rodeo.
Oh, man, of course.
I did. I loved it. I thought, I never heard it that way before. Ain't my inaugural. But yeah, I guess it is kind of hard to say. But I could hear it. It was good.
Cool.
I'm sorry, can I just do my thing really quick where I just get a little bit heady on this?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I want her near me. Like, in the first verse, was it, because it did move fast, but in the first verse I was like, okay, he's waiting for the one, so he's going to settle for the girl who's right now because they both know that this is just good time.
Yeah.
Okay, is that what the first verse is?
Let's see. I've been running a long way from my left. It's like they were together, then she had to leave for a bit, or they moved away to a different place, long distance relationship sort of deal.
Okay. So like the story arc of this is that like she left and that's why you want her near her.
Well, it's kind of, I guess it's a temporary thing. It's like,
that one, is it about the same girl the whole time?
Yeah.
It is about the same girl the whole time. Okay, because the thing that I'm confused about, and I'm not sure if it's because it was going so fast that I couldn't hear all the lyrics, but can you just tell me, like, I don't know, in a sentence or three, like, what is the story?
Yeah, they'd been in the same town.
Okay.
That's where the relationship started. Yeah. And then maybe for work or something, she had to move away.
Yeah.
But there's either they're engaged or there's an end date in mind where they're eventually going to be back together.
Okay.
It's kind of a temporary thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's the whole song, or just the first verse?
Just that pining. Yeah, it's the whole song.
Okay. I didn't get that.
Okay.
Did you?
I don't know.
Do you want us to get that?
You made me
I don't really
heady.
care.
I'm sorry. I do
It's
that.
good. No,
I
it's a
do
good
that.
thing.
It's a problem.
It's a good thing.
I think as
Stop
long as
analyzing
there's
everything,
as a
Caitlin.
feeling of like that core feeling of I want her near me,
Yeah.
and maybe if people take that as like
Well, at first I thought the first verse was about this other her that you were like settling for, and you guys were both just going to be like each other's good time gal until the one came along, because you knew you want the one that you want near you.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was about two different people, which is interesting because of all these plays that you could do on I want her near me.
Yeah.
Because I heard you like in that third verse where it's like the near is about proximity, right? I want her near me, but not. I want her physically near me, and not through a phone, not through. I thought that was great.
Right.
I want her near me, like as in time. Like I want her near me as in the future. Like I want the future to be near and her to be, and it's to be happening now.
Yeah.
And so there's all these cool things that you can do with that title. Like I want her near me, but then I couldn't tell if it was like, oh, is this one that you're with making you want her near you, or do you just want to have sex with this one, and so that's why you want her near you? You just want her near you. And so I was like a little confused as to how many different things there were and how many different opportunities, and I think it could just, I don't know, you could clear
Yeah,
it up.
it's good. It's good you're bringing this up because I was sort of taken aback by the energy and just enjoying the performance, which is maybe not the best. It's good that you're here to dig in, because now that you're saying that, I see what she's saying, but I did hear it as a love song, as in general about one person, but as you can tell, it could be misinterpreted. Maybe there's a way to make it more clear.
That's great to think about. I'll have to think about how I can make it clearer.
Yeah, and maybe like that's kind of a complicated storyline, so you could even back out of it and not necessarily need it to explain the whole storyline, but get into a little different, sort of uses or plays on I want her near me, and just sort of write about it more generally in a way that it's a little more metabolizable. Because I just want to say what you said about his energy, I loved your energy too. I thought everything was fine. But you guys, you can, like, if your song is really good, that's when it's no one has left, there's just no questions at all. Everybody just agrees it was amazing. Everybody got, when your song is really good, but when you're a really, really good performer, you can mask that the song could be better. And so that's the thing is like, I am here because I want songs to be as good as they can be. And I just can't help it.
That's
I
a
just
good
have
point.
to say
And that's
it.
why we have you here.
Yeah, and I have a slow brain, so I can't listen to words that fast. So I was just like, he loves a girl and wants her close.
Yeah.
So, but that's why I do agree with her for sure, especially on the idea that you can overperform a song and realize that maybe you do need to sit down with it.
The song is as good as it can be, then the performance blocks into that, and then it's just like, that would really floor me. You floored me already, but you could floor me more.
Sure, that's
if
great.
this song were a little better,
Yeah, I thought I started off, I was like, oh, this song is a little horny. And then I just sat back and got my face rocked off and enjoyed it. So that's about the extent of it. But man, I mean, to me, it's with you, Owen, I feel like it's not a matter of if, but when.
Yeah.
And it's already happened. I mean, if you're getting shows at Green Hall, you're already doing something right. So man, just keep it up. And I hope you come back, man, because like, I think that you're really good, and I'd love to see the different aspects of your artistry in the future.
Thanks, Trigger. Appreciate it. Am I good to unplug here?
Did you say horny or corny?
I've been wondering about that.
No, I said horny.
Okay, good. All right.
I just went for it. Not corny. There was nothing corny.
That's what you want.
All right. Okay, so we're going to get 36 up here, and then let me pull the next number. Is going to be 32. So 32, get ready. Number 36. Oh, we've seen this one before. Yeah, so this is, first name's Kat.
Yeah.
Last name is?
Costello.
Kat Costello.
Yeah.
Awesome. And she'd been up here before with her Bo, who I think is out in the audience as well.
Yeah,
and he's been up by himself, but they first performed as a duo. So
We did.
Awesome. Kat
Do you guys
Costello.
have different numbers? Like you put one in for the duo and then one for you solo and one for
We're going to do
you?
separate stuff today.
Oh,
So we each got
okay.
a number.
Cool.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And what's the song you're going to play for us?
This song's called Mother. For all the moms out there, I'm about to put my kid off to college. So I wrote this crying on my couch.
Nice. Take it away.
came from them, but they didn't know then what in the hell they were doing. Now you come from me, and all I see is what in the hell I'm doing. So I plant a new tree just for you and me, out from under the shade of my father's. Our branches grow strong in the night so long, and I'm so proud to be your mother. Now you're learning to be on your own, 'cause you're grown. Watch you flying. You'll always have me as a home. It's okay that I'm crying. When I think of you, the sky turns blue and the memories start playing in color. Would I do it again? The answer is yes, to every second of being your mother. Now you're learning to be on your own, 'cause you're grown. I watch you flying. When you can't find your feet on the road and you're tired from trying, you'll always have me as a home. Come on by, I'm buying. You're my favorite movie. Don't turn it off, I'm still crying. You're my favorite movie. Don't turn it off, I'm still crying. So nervous.
So beautiful, Kat. I mean, how do you follow Owen Stroud? That's how you do it.
Yeah,
like
doing
you,
the
you
opposite.
find the exact, yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, that was perfect. And, you know, what a great moment to write about. Obviously I'm not a mother, but I was the third kid from a single mother. And I was like, when I was moving away, I was the one that was the empty nesting person. And, there's that good movie, Boyhood. Yeah. Has everyone seen that? And there's this scene in Boyhood where, I don't know the name of anyone who is involved in that movie, but where she, the boy is moving away. And it's got to be the best part of that movie. It's such an emotional moment. I mean, you're having an emotional moment up here on stage. I'm feeling it, and I don't even have kids. And it's just, but it's such an important transition in life. You're literally one person from one moment, and then you have one life as a mother, and then that has the children, and then it's a completely different thing. Though, like you say and you communicate, you're always a mother. That never stops. So, you're my favorite movie. And the fact that you tagged that line, you went through it again, just like that's your hook.
What does that mean, tagging a line? I hear you guys say
Well,
that. Oh,
repeat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's kind of
I know
like
nothing.
industry
I'm so new.
nomenclature or whatever. No, yeah, but that was just like, yeah, the fact that you recognized that was such a poignant thing, and then just like drive it home, but then you changed the line the second time a little bit to like really stab that emotional knife was really great. And we talked, I think on the last episode there was a lot of talk about like, well, where do you find the right balance between like if you really want to have one of those intimate performances, but you also want to make sure there's enough breath behind it or whatever. And I feel like you hit that balance there. Really good. So I'll let them talk about the song in a second. But you also have, I was talking to you before, you have a a podcast called Austin Downbeat, right?
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit about that.
It's a YouTube show. And Boone, where are you? Dude, Boone's been on my show. I just didn't even And Tony, you were meant to come on, but I had some health stuff and I had to. And so
I'm glad you're here and doing well.
Thank you. But yeah, so it's called the Austin Downbeat. It's on YouTube. And so about 4 years now, I've been sitting down with musicians one-on-one. I've had what, over 100, like maybe 120 episodes, something like that.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah, what's so crazy is like, I would not normally be up here. In fact, if you come on my show, I'm probably asking you, how do you do that? Because this is terrifying. But through all the health stuff that I went through, I kind of say it like I was scared to death, and now I just want to be scared to life. And so I just really want to do the things that like terrify me and make me feel really alive, because I know what it's like to be nose to nose with my mortality. And so I'm just trying to feel it all.
Yeah, I hope you write a song about that too. Have you written a song?
I'm actually working on it right now, and I'm taking my time. Normally, like this song, everything when I write comes really fast. But this song about that, I'm taking my time on purpose. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I'd love to hear it when it's
Thank you.
ready. Caitlin Cannon or Tony.
Okay. Have I talked about when that time I saw Valerie June in here once change my whole perspective on what it is that we're doing here? Didn't talk about that? Have you heard me talk about this?
I don't know.
Okay, first of all, Kat, I loved what you did today. Yeah.
Okay, I was so scared of you.
You know, it reminds me of Southpaw a little bit. Southpaw Cassandra, what's her name?
Alex
Evans, yes.
Yeah, just how she's in, you know, and I know that you're saying like I am way, way new, but like
So
there's
new.
something that's so, you can't get it back is the thing. Like when you're so new and green, you can't get it back, and it's so special. And I love that you inside out it, you know, and because the thing about you doing the things that make you feel alive, it makes us feel alive.
Oh, good.
Doesn't it?
Yes.
Like I felt very alive when you were
Good.
playing that song.
Okay,
And it was because you're forcing us all to be present, and it's like that's sort of the thing that we lose, I think. Like as you learn how to be proficient in a thing, you like lose that, and that's not the point. Like I used to think I was a really bad singer. I used to be really self-conscious about my singing, and I have like this vocal injury, and I can't belt above a D, and it's like a whole thing for me, and it's like a thing. And then I was at this folks festival. I was playing you've probably done it, the Rocky Mountain, the Pagosa, the one in Pagosa. Anyway, sure. I'm sure you've done that.
Four Corners, right?
Yeah, that one. And Valerie June was like right after me, and I watched her like, you know, I don't remember, you know, or what her deal structure was. I'm sure she was getting paid more than I was, but she got out of her own car, and she pulled a folding chair, metal folding chair out of her car, and she got on stage and she wrapped it in cellophane and created this huge princess chair for herself, and went and changed her clothes and got in her car. And she's diabetic, so she had like her orange juice next to her, you know, and she was like playing a couple songs, and then I watched her like completely fail through an entire song. She like did a cover of a song, and she like played so many wrong chords, and it was so amazing because like we just loved her more, and it was because she didn't make it about her. Like I got to see her forgive herself through the entire performance.
Yeah.
And I had an epiphany. I was like, we're not here to be perfect.
No.
That's not what we're doing here. She gave every single person in that audience an opportunity to forgive themselves and for it to be okay. Yeah. And she did that for me, and she changed what I do. Like now when I get up and sing, I don't make it be perfect, and I let it be imperfect, and I lean into those parts. And I have so many more people come up to me after shows and tell me, I love your voice. And I never used to hear that before.
Yeah.
So I just
Great
really
story.
appreciate, thank you. I appreciate the vulnerability in your performance, and thank you so much for doing that, because like, I don't know, you don't get it all the time anymore, you know, and it does take an incredible amount of bravery. Your song too, I know we don't talk about this much, and I really I hate it when I talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it because I do write for sync sometimes, and it's a completely different thing than I do here, because it's I care about stories and being specific and how can your song be good. But it's really rare when someone's artistry, like natural artistry, can actually work for what people need in film and TV, which is like songs that create a mood and a scene without being specific enough that it would interfere with a scene.
Totally.
And your song really does this, but it breaks some rules. And it's the thing about these rules that it breaks that like, it's kind of like your first songs and you go back and listen to them and you're like, oh no, I would never do that now, but there's something people love those songs though.
For sure.
Because you didn't know what you were doing.
Yeah.
Not that I know you know a lot about what you're doing, but like there's this thing about like this song is almost 2 songs lyrically because you have this form that you commit to in the first 2 verses where you're like, I came from them, you came from me.
Yeah.
I made you a tree. I made you a new tree.
Yeah.
Right? And then it sort of goes in the next. That's like what I would say is like one half of the song. And then you kind of take it into this other place where you commit to that narrative. And then we're talking about, the memories are in color and my favorite movie. And it breaks the form of the first thing where you could commit to and it would be sort of like a perfect folk song. But it is like, I don't know. I don't think I'd really touch it. Like this thing about, I'm buying,
That was great.
So good. Yeah, but
It's such a parent thing when they go to college.
And my son is like, does not want to spend money on anything. He's so frugal. So I'm constantly, come over.
If you did record it just even as it is, it might be a really good film and TV.
I actually did just record it, but it's just on Bandcamp. So I was just, because I gave it to him as his graduation present. Right. And so I wanted to have a recording of it, and he loves it, and I almost made him cry. Oh. I've made lots of other people cry on that song, but yeah. So that's why I record it. But it's
own thing.
Available on Bandcamp. Yeah.
I like to think. I'm sorry. Are you still? I apologize. Okay. I don't remember who said this years ago, but my perspective on songwriting changed. Where someone said you should think of songs as gifts, and this is literally a gift, to your son, and that's very cool, and that's the most, a very special example. And you're clearly we're capturing this moment in your life where you're just kind of getting started doing this thing, and it's got a vibe that you can't really replicate. You'll never be able to replicate it in 10 years. So I don't think I would change anything. What's the name of the song again? Mother. Okay, cool. Okay, good. All right, never mind. I was going to say my favorite movie would be a cool name, but Mother is a good name for that song. And I don't know, Kat. I thought it was so vulnerable, and it represents such an important part, something that you're going through with your son, and also a part of this new part of your music journey.
Yeah.
That I don't think I'd change anything. You could get technical about it and change some rhymes if you really wanted to, but I don't think I would, because it's going to always represent this thing that you've started. Yeah. I thought it was good, really good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I will.
Great job, Kat. Great job. All right, so we're going to get number 32 up here next. And number 39, you're going to be after number 32. All right, number 32.
Hey there.
What's your name, sir?
I'm putting out music as Reverend Leon Bush.
Reverend Leon Bush.
Reverend Leon Bush. I love it. All right, and what's the song you're going to play?
This song is called Brother Love.
Brother Love?
Yeah.
All right, knock it out.
Brother Love loved the Lord, but he loved that money more. He dropped from town to town just to preach about the king. He'd shout that fiery gospel, and then he'd slay those gray hairs down and pass the plate around before the cops were on the scene. He's another con man on the run, brimstone preacher with a busted rusty gun, modern day Judas living for none. He's another con man on the run. drifter on the banks of that muddy Rio Grande. He lived a life of crime and mischief till that sheriff brought his thieving ass in. He ended up in a kind of prison, told the judge that he'd been reborn. Well, he pled his case and wound up pardoned. Then he eked these 4-letter words: brother, love the Lord, but he loved that money more. He drives from town to town just to preach about the King. He shout that fiery gospel and then he'd slay those graves down and pass the plate around before the cops were on the scene. He's another con man on the run. Brimstone preacher with a busted rusty gun. Modern day Judas living for none. He's another con man on the run. Well, Friday evening at the Tin Revival, he met a girl who could play those holy tunes. When they locked eyes as he was preaching, he knew that she'd be his love offering soon. She could sing with an angel's sweetness as her hands played his lion-hearted tune. But the Saturday sins stained the Sunday linens as their prayers for that hotel room. Brother loved the Lord, but he loved those women more. He dropped from town to town just to preach about the King. He shout that fiery gospel and then he'd slay those graves down and pass the plate around before the cops were on the scene. He's another con man on the run. Brimstone preacher with a busted rusty gun. Modern day Judas living for none. He's another con man on the run. Brother love that preaches last as that Spanish flu laid him low. The one who ran from every judgment stood before the judge who don't let go. Well, he met his maker, no lies to tell, paid the price for the lies he sold. The holy hustler's final sermon came when the Lord said, son, your running's done.
Wow, preach it, man, preach it. You squeezed every single inch of emotion out of that song, man.
I appreciate that.
When you started, I was like, okay, well, this is going to be a fun kind of bluesy, gospel, soulful kind of thing. And then, you use the song to take your voice where it could go. Excellent dynamics, from just belting it out to getting really, really tiny, and having everyone lean in and really feel those emotions. And it's kind of a classic story, right, of the sort of the gospel con man, snake preacher, whatever.
This
you
one's
want to
based
call.
off a true story.
Yeah, is it?
It is, yes.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, my dad, growing up, he used to sing Southern gospel, and he had a lead singer in his gospel quartet. And he was an ex-convict, and he had love tattooed on his hands, across his knuckles. And he ended up sleeping with the piano player and stealing a bunch of money from the band. And so that's what this story is all about.
Wow,
Yeah.
awesome. So we've now had a story about a son and now about a father.
That's right.
A little bit different dynamics there, but and I love everything you got going on here, man. Like
Appreciate
you
you.
just like like I want to hear you sing a song before I even hear the song.
Thanks, man.
And cool guitar.
I
What kind of
appreciate
guitar
it.
is that?
It's a 1947 Gibson archtop.
Nice.
Traded a rifle for it.
Nice.
Even better.
I found him on Facebook Marketplace.
There you go. There you go. Tell us a little bit about yourself. We already know about you and your father.
Yeah.
Or we know about your father. Give us a little bit more information about you.
Yeah, man. I'm actually a high school teacher out in Taylor, Texas. I teach documentary filmmaking and photography and graphic
nice.
design. Yeah.
Nice.
My wife works at the high school. We got kids at the high school. We live out in Taylor and just loving life, man. I spent many years playing bass in a band in the church world touring, and so the last 2 years I've started writing my own stuff and just going out and trying to sing it and just plugging away at it, trying to tell stories.
Well, that's great. Well, yeah, write about what you know. Write something that's personal to you. You follow that with that song, and give it up for teachers, man.
Yeah, that's right. They don't get paid enough. That's for damn sure.
And it's really cool, man. Really enjoyed it.
Is that listening room, that coffee shop / listening room still there in Taylor?
It's called the Black Sparrow.
Black Sparrow,
It's
yeah.
awesome, man. Shannon's awesome. It's a
Yeah.
great venue.
Great venue. So if y'all ever want a cool day trip, check out there. One of the cool things about this area is that there's a lot of little cool venues just like that, 45 minutes, an hour away.
Yeah.
And you can catch some incredible acts at places like that.
Yeah.
Because either they're trying to work outside a radius clause here on Sundays, Mondays, Tuesdays. So keep an eye on. One more time, what's it called again?
It's called the Black Sparrow.
Thank you, Black
Yeah.
Sparrow. I really enjoyed that, man, and I think is your actual name Levon Bush?
It's Stephen Leon Bush.
Leon Bush, sorry.
Yeah, I was
apologize.
named after my grandfather, who was a Southern Baptist preacher. His name was Reverend Herbert Leon Bush. I'm just thankful I didn't get named Herbert because my life would look a lot different.
What kind of rifle did you trade for that?
Man, it was just like a 22 varmint pistol,
Cool.
like a rifle. Yeah,
Right. So
I got the better deal.
So I was wondering, when I meet people like you, who have this thing, I often wonder if they're, if some of it is a caricature. It's clearly not with you.
Nah, man, I grew up redneck, man.
Yeah. So authenticity is really important to me as a songwriter and as a artist in general. I think it's cool when people make things up and come up with alter egos and stuff, but I really enjoyed the song and I thought the story was cool. It's got like several different parts, and I maybe could use some organization stuff, but I thought it certainly matches your look and your sound.
Thanks, man.
And you're a good performer, and I don't necessarily have any specific notes. I think you should lean into this thing
I
the way you
appreciate
just did it.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
I agree on the lean in thing. I think you're super interesting. And I like that. I'm going to circle back to this whole interesting thing and what it means to me, and talk about your song for a second. So I like that you really are pulling all this from, people might, that your grandfather was actually a preacher and that
Yeah.
you've got a lot of the family ties in there and you're sort of like carrying on
Trying to weave it
the
all
legacy.
in. Yeah.
I would do something different with the song, and I'll just tell you what it is. And also, I don't know anything, so do what you want. But you have two twists in there, right? You've got the whole Bonnie and Clyde twist thing, but then at the very end, what happens? Do they hang him or they just lock him up?
He died from the Spanish flu.
Okay, I didn't get that he died from the Spanish flu. I thought the
they-
judge.
in there.
Brother Love
Okay.
preached his last when the Spanish flu laid him low.
Oh, was there a judge?
That's at the beginning when he went to jail.
Oh.
He broke out.
I thought that was at the end. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Did you repeat any of the first and the last?
No, the
No.
verses,
Okay.
no.
So this is a song where I feel like it could use an edit just to simplify it because there's so many parts of the story.
Yeah, okay.
Which is I don't know. Sure, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid has 8 verses or something, but I don't know. They're just so digestible in a way. This song is it's got a lot of complicated parts. Okay. So when you got to the Bonnie and Clyde thing, this is what I would do. I would cut out that Spanish flu verse and just I would go to the part that I feel like is the most compelling, and which is when he meets the woman.
Oh, yeah.
And I would change it from brother love loves the Lord, but he loved those women more,
Yeah.
to that woman. He loved that woman more. And then I would take the last chorus and I would like find all the ways to talk about how they had their Bonnie and
Yeah, the
Clyde
thing is,
ending.
he was married to a different woman, so it's actually, he's got a lot of women on the list.
Hey, never let the truth get in the way of a
I was
good
just about to
story.
say it's okay to change the story a little for the sake of the song.
Yeah, yeah,
Serve the
for sure.
song.
It's
That's
hard.
right.
It's hard to get everything that happens in life into
That's
a
right.
3.5 minute song, and this is probably longer than that.
It's
But
longer.
like that would be just an option of like something
Yeah.
that you could do that would have a really good payoff, because they could still go out in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
But it's like, because it's he loved the money more, both choruses till you get to that chorus, right?
Right, yes.
Yeah. So it was just kind of, I think the song would benefit from an edit where you have one twist,
Okay.
and not two.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the authenticity. It's steeping with authenticity. So changing the story, making it not completely true.
Yeah.
And elaborating a little bit and straying away from the actual story is okay.
Okay, that's
It's got plenty of truth and authenticity to you.
And
Yeah, when you were talking about just when you started telling us about your own life and those things too, it did make me want, like, it piqued my interest more. And then I started thinking like, oh, I want to hear the song about you and your personal, I want to hear the song about you trading in the rifle for the guitar and all the personal things.
Yeah.
And how you like care. It's funny when it's like a neo country thing, when you're preserving the past but you're living this modern life.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be interested in hearing that, whereas this is a biographical song as opposed to an autobiographical song.
Okay.
But I just wanted you to know that I'd be interested to hear more autobiographical from you.
nice, thank you.
Awesome. Well, man, I think you're great. I think that's a great song. You're a great character, and I hope you come back.
All right,
man.
thank you.
Keep,
Yes, sir.
keep going.
Yeah, I hope to. Appreciate it.
Okay, so we're going to get number 39 up here. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. So we also have a golden ticket winner, or a golden patch winner in the. So we'll have the golden patch winner take us out. I'm gonna call one more name just in case we have time, but we may not. 37, get ready. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But 37, get ready.
Yeah, dude, thank
And
you.
this is Marsha Kraft.
Yes, hi.
How's it going?
I'm Marsha Kraft. It's going really good. I'm so glad I got my number pulled. I gotta come
Yeah,
and
so
play for y'all.
Marsha's been kind of a recurring character here. She's also going to be, she might be helping us out a little bit at times
Yeah, I'm getting a promotion, you guys.
too. So,
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna help out at the front desk and do a little hosting, kind of like what Evan's doing when he's not able to come in. So I'll be here next week helping out with that.
Sweet,
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah.
Yeah, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, Marsha. All right, what song are you going to play for us?
This is a song. It's one of my newer ones. It's called Jilted.
Jilted?
Mm-hmm.
All right, take it away.
In another hour, or maybe 24, you can find him drunk and raging on the kitchen floor, burning a letter written by my hand. I thought there was something real, but I didn't understand. And in another lifetime, it was well received, but he's running with his shadow, and it easily misleads. Simple-headed player with vices in the West. He's holding on to grudges 'cause I didn't pass the test. Nevermore, nevermore will I see his face. Nevermore, nevermore, all my dreams were a waste. Nevermore, nevermore will I speak his name. Nevermore. Hope it cursed me blind to think that we could share even a simple time. My body was the deal, and a taker's willing bind till a gracious hostess pouring out her suite of spine. Claims I never knew him, but he put himself inside. I was saying no, he took it all in stride. Merely was a vessel for promises to hide and be thrown out the next morning because he fucking lied. Nevermore, nevermore will I see his face. Nevermore, nevermore, all my love was a waste. Nevermore, nevermore will I speak his name. Nevermore, nevermore, all my love was in vain. He went off chasing asphalt, that stupid troubadour. Lost himself a future, no, he lost much more. I'm the jilted woman, abandoned like a whore, but I'm building up an empire like never seen before. Bitch, I'm Annie Oakley, I'm the surest shot. He thinks he can do it better, well let me tell you what. He ain't such a marksman, crooked, lame, and running out of steam. Nevermore, nevermore will I see his face. Nevermore, nevermore, all my love was a waste. Nevermore, nevermore will I speak his name. Nevermore, nevermore, all my dreams were in vain. Thank you.
Marsha, that was great. So we've seen like different sides of your artistry if you come up here. That to me, like, you really impressed, you really proved to me what a great singer you are with that song. Like, you did so much great stuff with your voice that I didn't know that you had in you, frankly. And I've seen you perform a couple of times already. And, you know, a lot of action in the story and in the song. I liked the F-bomb. Like, I think you got to be really sparing with those kinds of things. But that's a perfect example of when you like, you really want to drive home that point, you just drop it. And if someone gets offended, well, tough shit, right? You know? And, you know, I think Caitlin said to you last time, and I agree, like, I feel like your voice is, like, your voice and your songs are right there. The guitar playing is still kind of coming along. You know, like, I saw you kind of struggling with those bar chords. I can't make bar chords, man. I don't know what it is. I struggle.
Just such a weird note on that of why it was rough today. I wasn't able to get my nails done.
Oh.
And so my calluses are redeveloping on the tips, and I played at Jester King for like 3 hours, so my hands are so fucking sore right now.
Okay,
so that's
gotcha.
It's usually better, but I was very well aware of it. I'm sure even at the
but no, I mean that's fine. I mean, like I said, we're focused on the songs here, not on the playing. But you know, I think like when that comes along, because you've got such great dynamics, so like such a great mood that you set with that song. Just get those calluses going back and yeah.
I just can't get my nails done, girl.
There you go. There you go. Tony or Caitlin?
I think would you ever consider using a capo? Is that something you're against or anything?
Occasionally. It's
Okay.
just that one, like, I kind of wrote it and I really wanted to have a song with, like, fully bar chorded because it's something that I need to improve on.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, do that to practice, but try. What was the first chord of that song? Play real quick. Cool. So just stick a capo on the 3rd fret and play it that way
then I
too.
go down to F minor
Okay, cool. Yeah,
for that, so it's like.
I got you. Then you could play D minor after that, and it would work.
Okay.
So there's a way to do that song with a capo where all the notes would sound way more open. Although I do admire that you want to practice your bar chords.
Yeah.
And you should. But if you're going to perform that song, try to learn it with a capo.
All right, cool,
And it'll sound more open, and you'll maybe feel a little more comfortable. But I thought your singing was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Hey, Tuskola, can you get ready? Because we're running low on time here.
Okay,
Aden Cannon.
I'm going to talk fast then. Hey, I got a question for you about this song timeline. So, like, he starts out on does it start, he's reading a letter from you after you've left? And then we go, in the second verse, go back into the story where he raped you?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't think you need, I think the song got better and stronger as it went on, and you could even get rid of that first verse and like make that first verse a bridge. But I think if you started it in,
Damn, I was so naive.
yeah, like when this line where you were like, he put himself inside me and I was saying no.
Yeah.
Like I was a little confused about like,
I've been thinking about toying with that on this one, actually.
I mean, you had me locked in once you said that, but I wasn't sure about like, I mean, this happens sometimes too, like where you can have Stockholm syndrome where someone can abuse you that horribly and you can still love them.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like, I didn't understand like why were you were thrown out or he was thrown out the next morning because he fucking lied. How did he lie?
Yeah, and there's another verse that I'm kind of like playing with on that too, just to like not make it so like about.
I don't know. It's kind
the
of who you are,
assault.
though.
Yeah,
You know?
I was changing like, I shared my confessions. He took them all in stride instead of.
I would change the line. I would just make it make sense, but I would clarify the story to maybe we can talk about this later.
Yeah, sure.
But I just want to say, like, I loved what you did with Chasing Asphalt, you know. And then I was like, oh, is this about Annie Oakley or no? That was a metaphor for you.
Yeah.
The Annie Oakley part. Okay. When I would start with that first verse and like fix it, and then start with Evermore will I see your face, because after someone does that to you and violates your body like that, you always see their face.
Ooh, I do
so
like
it would be
that.
Evermore, and then I would go into the Nevermore.
That's pretty freaking cool.
Yes, and make it like your empowerment when you left.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Nice.
just
Thanks,
a little
Caitlin.
song doctoring there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it's really, really vulnerable and intense, and I admire you for
Which
that.
is what she brings, and it's like her thing, and it's like.
Yeah, absolutely. You've been so good,
Oh,
and
thanks,
just keep going.
And yeah, I agree too. Like just the exponentially getting better.
Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you.
It's better each time. So, number 37. Stick around. We'll get you up. You're gonna be the first guy next time. But we got a golden patch winner in the audience, so we got to get them up. Just so people know, I don't think I said it this time, but so when people are coming up here and they're performing, you can either get a hook patch, which means you came up here and you did a really good job. If you do a really bad job, you don't get any patch. You get a regular patch if you did a good job, and we really appreciate you. And then the silver patch is you really blew us away. And then the golden patch means that you can come and whenever you show up, you can circumvent the whole sign-up thing and come up and perform a song anytime. So this latest guy...
We're not going to judge you.
And we're not going to judge you either. So
We're going to listen.
we're just going to listen. So that's what we're going to do. So Tuskola came a few weeks ago, really blew our minds. He plays... In fact, he played here Friday night at Sagebrush. He plays at the White Horse. He plays around town. Really great singer and songwriter. Please welcome to the stage, Tuskola.
Hey, y'all. I came here planning to do a song that I feel really confident in, but I kind of got the itch to do something that's a little weirder, so I hope that's all right. It's an experimental one.
What's it called?
Buffalo, I guess.
Buffalo. Okay, gotcha. Take it away.
I've been picking up rocks on the edge of the track, and my pen was always looking back. and the time it goes. Tell me how many years have passed since then? Where are my good old friends, and why does the image show a big white buffalo? Can you count on the kindness that a stranger gives? Take me in like I'm one of your kids in a basement blanket you folded for me. A faraway town we played for free, and the scenes that I see in my mind all day, bubbling up and then floating away, and they do contain a big white buffalo. A big white buffalo. Well, I did begin to let the drugs in, and I dosed a time or two, and I miss those days when your certainty was not required, and I learned to start a fire on your parents' farm. And coyote magic did plague the land, and an unseen guiding hand, it held the reins. And we ran with the big white buffalo. We ran with the big white buffalo. I cannot say what a symbol means, but peace, that's what I need, and a steady heart. I will put your paintings up on my walls, and I would buy them all for a price that you would like. And we could all just paint for each other. We could all just paint for each other.
So weird, I love it, dude.
Thank you.
Hey, I've really been enjoying your social media posts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Been trying to hit it hard lately.
Yeah, they're so creative. I'm gonna steal some of your ideas. Hey, no, I won't. Don't worry, I won't ever get around to it. But tell everybody where we can find you.
So my name is Ryan, but there's way too many people on Earth with my name. So I go by Tuskola. Yeah.
He goes by gold patch winning regular Tuskola.
Yeah.
Thanks so much, dude. That was amazing. That was amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up. Thanks to the Sagebrush, Chase and Wayne, Dennis O'Donnell, Marshall McCone. Thanks to Alex behind the bar. Thanks to Winston running the sound. Thanks to Evan Boyer, our producer. And thanks to our sponsors, Ear Trumpet Labs, which gives us these great microphones, Keystone Artists Connect, the Willie Bus, JDOWA Media, and Mule Kick Productions. Please give it up for my love you co-host, Caitlin Cannon, ladies and gentlemen. She's off to prison. And how loud can this place get for the amazing Tony Kamel?
Thanks for having me, guys. It's an honor.
Thank you so much.